the bodies bobbed in the water, with a raft drifting nearby. Hundreds of people from the Aramis Symphony were struck down by tyranny. In the silence of unheard screams, they were massacred by the cursed dreams. In the debris floating off the stern can be seen a heart of a child and a hand with a glowing burn. Just heart and a hand. It was a tough night in the South Pacific, the bodies knocked together by the waves. Grey men came in grey suits, with the grey and tattered slaves. When morning arrived, the colorless corpses were embalmed. The water was clotted like stewed raspberries, but the waves had calmed. March 17th, 2020. I broke free. It was the last exam. I wasn't ever good at math, and the nightmare finally ended. I just wanted to shrink down, but I decided to walk home. I was walking through the grey smog and could see the raging skyscrapers at a distance that were blurred by it. It felt as if I was at the lowest point. Now, I always try to juxtapose this image of dystopia over everything, trying to manifest that moment of melancholia, and more often than not, I find one. I reached home and heard about this disease which was infecting thousands of people every single day.
We now have a name for the disease, COVID-19.
On March 25th, a lockdown was eventually imposed, and then it extended and extended and extended. It seemed as if we were all trapped in a jail, and the disease was engulfing us. We were all looking at the benevolent guard in the tower. No one had ever seen him, but he can see everything. We didn't escape our presence, but rather expanded the panopticon. The disease disappeared at last. The tower in the middle nearly became a point and eventually vanished. Now it seems the tower is gone, the guard is gone, and the guard is dead. He doesn't exist. He pretends he does. He got a lot of friends. He just doesn't talk to them that often. It just reminds him of the day when his father banged the table with his fist and said, "Not a single word of contradiction." He goes to the beach to help the young turtles. He doesn't drive very fast and switches off the engine at the signal. But he usually thinks, what will he do when restarting the engine will cause more carbon emissions? He travels by train, but he usually remains secluded. He doesn't like to throw things out of the window, as it might derail the train. He thinks he's not a good partner. He never hugs them, and he doesn't even know what a hug feels like. He just wants them to move on. But he loves the rain. He loves to be alone. And he loves the breeze that flows after the rain. He loves the mundane things. He loves their honesty. He loves the mundane truth.